Yeah.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We're going to get into Money in the Bank predictions. Money in the Bank takes place on Saturday, June 7th, 2025. So far, we only have 4 matches on the card, which is kind of odd to me, but it is what it is. I don't get it. I feel that you could at least fit probably 6 matches on the card, if we're being honest. But you know how Triple H is. Triple H don't give a single damn. You know, Triple H is all about trying to have everything black and gold, basically. So, whatever. So, it's going to be taking place in the Intuit Dome, which can hold 18,000 capacity, 18,300, which is great. That's full capacity. So, I would imagine this is probably going to get out a good probably 17,000 people out. So maybe like between 17,500 to right at 18,000 maybe. But I'm going to go and say it's going to be about 17,000 people that show up probably. And that should be solid. So, yeah. So we are going to do the Money in the Bank matches last. So, Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. Last chance match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. If Becky loses, she can no longer challenge for the title as long as Lyra Valkyria is champion. And if Lyra Valkyria loses, she's going to have to raise the hand of Becky Lynch and acknowledge that Becky Lynch is the better woman. Okay, cool. Who wins here? Probably more than likely Becky. It makes the most sense. Why wouldn't she win here? Everybody should know that Becky's going to win here. This is a no-brainer. Why would Becky lose? Why would she lose here? You know, Lyra's been champion since, January. So she's been champion a good 6 months. And it is time for her to drop it to Becky. And Becky can now establish that title and make it mean something until maybe Stephanie Vacker, takes it off of her. Maybe, I don't know. But I think Becky Lynch will probably be champion for the remainder of the year. If not, she may lose it at like a Survivor Series or whatever, or something like that, or at Saturday Night's Main Event in December, because I know there's a couple more between now and then. So yeah, but Becky's definitely going to win that one for sure. Next, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul. Just a standard tag team match. To me, this is boring. This is just to get John Cena on the card. Same thing with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. I would have loved it if it would have been like Logan Paul, Jey Uso, Gunther triple threat. Something like that. That way we wouldn't have to see Jey Uso and Gunther on the following Monday, Monday Night Raw. But it is what it is. It's not really all that important. The babyfaces are going to win here. Why wouldn't they? I would imagine probably Logan Paul's in the match just to take the pin. Cena's not losing. And Logan Paul is beatable, even though he is good, but he's very beatable. Maybe Jay pins him. So, there's that. I got a feeling we're going to go Cody, Cena at SummerSlam. I know some people are going to probably hold off until Survivor Series, but no, we need to go ahead and do Cody and Cena at SummerSlam, and then that way the title is immediately off of John Cena, and then from there John Cena can start his redemption arc. Basically, he needs to go ahead and start that redemption arc. This heel John Cena, that shit's not working for me anymore. It's just not working. It's not. It's a total letdown, and looking back on it, I wish that they never would have even done that at all. It's just a total waste of fucking time. It just is. I'm not going to hold you guys up. It's a waste of fucking time. It really, truly is. All right, let's get into the Money in the Bank matches. We're going to go with the women first. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley versus Julia versus Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquer. So Stephanie Vaquer and Julia are in there because they're both new. And I'm pretty sure neither of them have probably been in a ladder match in their careers. I don't know. Maybe somebody can Google that and tell me. But I highly doubt it. But, you know, it is what it is. So they're not winning. So they can be automatically ruled out. Roxanne Perez, she could be a dark horse, but she's not going to win either. Rhea Ripley is there just for star power, so she's not going to win. And my two main picks are going to be Naomi as my pick number one and Alexa Bliss. Kind of as a dark horse, basically. But I think that Naomi's going to win. It makes the most sense. Why wouldn't she be the one to win? And then she'll probably take that title off of Tiffany Stratton, probably by SummerSlam. So I think that would be fair. You know, you build up Naomi for the next 2 months. And then you have Naomi cash in on Tiffany Stratton at some point. And she becomes the new WWE Women's World Champion. I know there have been reports come out that says that Triple H doesn't like Money in the Bank, but who gives a fuck? He's not important. Again, this is all about what the fans think and want. It has nothing to do with Triple H, all right? Because it doesn't matter. Money in the Bank is massive, and it has been for years. Those briefcases are very marketable. People buy them like crazy, especially for kids and everything. Yeah, people are gonna spend money and buy them. They may spend like $400 to $800, but they're gonna buy the damn shit for sure. So, like, why wouldn't they? Men's Money in the Bank. Solo Sikoa versus LA Knight versus Penta versus Seth Rollins versus Andrade versus El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable. So Chad Gable, along with Stephanie Vaquer, the two of them are going to be pulling double duty. And that's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Seth Rollins looks to be the winner, basically. I doubt LA Knight's going to win. I know people have been saying LA Knight's going to win, but why would he win? What would be the point of him fucking winning? It wouldn't serve any purpose at all for him to win. For what? He's total filler. And I'm an LA Knight fan, and he kicks major ass. But, like, why would LA Knight win? Seth Rollins is clearly going to be the one that they're going to position. It makes the most sense. Because everyone should know that it's going to be Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins at some point. Probably heading into WrestleMania 42. Because that's when Sami Zayn is probably going to win and become champion at WrestleMania 42. He'll probably end up winning He'll probably end up winning the Elimination Chamber next year. So that's probably how Sami will win. I doubt Triple H is going to be that stupid to have Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble next year. That would be dumb. But just looking at this field and just really breaking it down logically, Seth Rollins is the only guy that's going to win. Penta, he's just there just to do cool spots. Andrade, same thing. And El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable, is just a comedy character. No one gives a fuck about Solo. LA Knight is over, but Triple H doesn't give a fuck about him, so it doesn't matter. So, basically, Seth Rollins is going to be the one to win. Like, why wouldn't he win at this point? Again, if LA Knight wins, that's cool, but I would just turn him heel if he wins. But it seems like Triple H doesn't give a damn about LA Knight at all. It just doesn't. I mean, it just seems that Seth Rollins is the only logical outcome, basically. Unlike when in the women's Money in the Bank, you can make a case for Alexa Bliss and you can make a case for Naomi, for either of those two winning and being fine with it. Whereas Seth Rollins is the only possible choice, the only plausible choice that makes sense. Like, I don't understand why LA Knight would win. I just don't see it. I get he can turn heel and everything else, but at the end of the day, right now, WWE just cares about pleasing TKO. That's it. You know, Triple H doesn't give a shit about LA Knight. He never has cared about him. He never has. He never has. And Vince liked him a little bit, but clowns were complaining and like, oh, well, Vince turned him into a manager. It's like Vince was going to have him revert back to being LA Knight, just under a different name. I mean, Vince does weird shit like that from time to time. Well, he did shit like that, weird shit like that from time to time, but, you know, it is what it is. But Seth Rollins is basically going to win. Now, let's just say the main event is the tag match, John Cena and Logan Paul versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Let's say that's the main event. Then Seth Rollins should cash in as soon as the match is over with. Maybe you have Gunther show up, beat the shit out of Jey Uso. Let's say CM Punk tries to get involved. He's taken out by Seth Rollins' new faction, and they also take out Gunther as well. And then Seth Rollins ends up beating Jey Uso. So that way we can avoid Gunther and Jey Uso Part 5 on Monday Night Raw next week. That should be the goal. So, whatever. But Money in the Bank seems okay. It's just lacking a lot of star power. It's sad that CM Punk is not going to be on the show at all. That's weird to me. That's very, very odd. I wish he would be. And he probably will, because he probably is going to interfere in the Money in the Bank match. But I wish that he was on the show, actually on the card wrestling. Like, for real, come on. But yet again, Triple H doesn't know what he's doing. So there's that. So my predictions are as follows. Becky Lynch will become the new WWE Women's World Champion. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, they will win the tag match. Naomi or Alexa Bliss will be the winner of the Money in the Bank for the women. And Seth Rollins is going to win the men's Money in the Bank. So, you know, there's that. But what are your predictions of Money in the Bank? And are you guys excited for Money in the Bank? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.